Hello guys, I'm Pickles Parker and today I will be unboxing and reviewing this, which is the Luke Skywalker pop from Star Wars The Last Jedi. Enjoy! So yeah, you're probably thinking, why another new background? Yes, well, I originally had obviously just on my bathroom floor up against the bath for a few figure reviews and my first couple of Funko Pop reviews, but that didn't really work. So I tried just putting towels over it for the Sideman and Spider-Man Funko Pop reviews. That didn't really work either, so I'm doing it in a cupboard sort of thing here. So it probably looks more professional, just with like sort of a white background. Hopefully this works. I have previously filmed this review with the towel background, but I'm hoping this will be better. So yeah, let's just review this box. We have the Pop logo at the top, Star Wars in a nice red logo with a 193 bubble. I really like this colour scheme with the red on the white. Love it. Then we have the cartoon image of Luke on the side. We have Luke Skywalker vinyl bobblehead in various different images. We have warning chicken hazard, small parts not for children under 3 years, and then we have the age 3+ bubble. I've generally just figured out that all of the ones that have head articulation are 14+, and all of the bobbleheads plus Clayface, because his head didn't move, are 3+, which I'm still baffled by, because I'd say bobbleheads are probably more dangerous to young children. But there you go. To the side with the Pop logo, the cartoon image of Luke. Then we have Luke Skywalker 193 bubble yet again. I really like the colour scheme. Obviously, you have some nice red shards on white. I really love the red and white colour scheme. It's generally like the colour scheme for the whole movie of The Last Jedi, but I really like how they've incorporated it onto Funko Pop boxes. It's actually really nice. Hands down my favourite design for like a Funko Pop box range. Other side, we have the Pop logo, Luke Skywalker 193, and the head of Luke. But this is generally just like the same window covering around to give you a nice image of the Pop inside. Bottom, top of the box, we just have the same head of Luke, Funko logo, and the Pop logo on a grey background. And on the bottom we have the a ton of company information, which is so boring I can't even bother turning it upside down in case you want to pause it and read it. Why you would want to, I don't know. If you do, I'd probably look at your life choices at the moment. On the front, I think I forgot to mention, we have the cartoon image of Luke there, and we have the window displaying the primary window displaying the Pop logo, the nice red shards against the white. Again, we have the Star Wars red logo, really love that, 193 bubble. Then we have collect them all in various different languages, StarWars.com, Disney, and the Funko logo. Then we have the cartoon image of Luke, and then we have the checklist. This is just a standard checklist. There are a few exclusives that I'll go over after. We have Rey, Finn, Poe Dameron, Luke Skywalker, which I will be reviewing for you today, Kylo Ren, Chewbacca, BB-8, Rose, Porg, Supreme Leader Snoke, Praetorian Guard, First Order Executioner, and BB-9E. And there are a few exclusives. There's the Kylo Ren Masked, which I think is an exclusive to Toys R Us. And there's a Leia exclusive, which is exclusive to Walmart, I think. And a few others, I believe there's quite a few different Porg variants. The ones that I hope to get in the future, Rey, and Finn, Chewie, and Snoke. If I was going to get Kylo Ren, my first choice would be the mass one, exclusive. I have a Toys R Us near me, so hopefully I can bag that one. But if not, the standard Kylo Ren's alright. And the Leia one I'd be interested in as well. But yeah. I love this box. Let's get into the review fully. Look, the Pop out of the box, sitting Luke in his tray. I really want to get this pop reviewed. Luke looks eager to train Rey, but we have this, which I found at the back of the box, which is generally just a sheet or a card with a red background and the red shards. It may not seem much, but it's in there to serve as a background to Funko, which I do quite like. I think it definitely makes it more interesting, because most pops don't have a background, and it's just like sort of like plain cardboard. And you're always thinking that would look so much better as a background. So I really like that. It definitely makes the box more appealing with Funko sitting inside. I hope that this remains the same for all of the Star Wars Last Jedi pops, and hopefully this might be incorporated into all of the pops. It definitely makes them more interesting. So yeah, Luke out of his box. Now he came with this stand, which all of the Funko Pops come with. Well, all the Star Wars ones anyway. I'm not quite sure. I don't know why the Star Wars range would have any more problems standing up than the others. But yeah, because I'm boring and I want to make you wait, let's take a look at the stand before we take a look at the pop. Yeah, the stand is just a lump of black plastic, sculpted in a bit of a Star Warsy thing with a little bit extended to include the Star Wars logo. Nothing much. A bit interesting too, some of the stands that you usually find with the female pops, which is just literally some see-through plastic, which is paper thin. So these are more interesting. I know these come with all of the Star Wars pops. So, if I review any more Star Wars Funko Pops in the future, which I intend to, I will not have a look at the stand, but seeing as Luke is my first, I thought we might just have a little look at it. Yeah, but I prefer to have my Pops without their stands. So yes, finally we're getting on to reviewing Luke. Yeah, is at his head, and it is quite nice. Obviously, he has a pale skin colour with a nice few wrinkles, some nice grey eyebrows. His eyes are quite nicely painted. His big black button eyes, no paint bleed on there. And little nose. I quite like his little goatee beard, which is grey with a nice little yellow wash on it. And I like his nice grey quiff that's nicely sculpted. Showing the side of his head, it's still nicer and grey. We have the yellow wash comes more prominent on his beard and towards the back of the head. The back we see all the nice sculpted curls. The yellow wash is definitely more prominent, though you can still see more greys there. I really love it. Love it. There's definitely the best sculpted hair I have on any pop that I currently own myself. But yes, nice. Turning to the other side, we have the yellow wash once again, and the grey and the beard. Not much, though it's different from the other side. This head sculpt, I love it. I love the detailing on the face. I love the hair sculpt with the detailing in the hair. I love his little beard. The only slight problem is, if you think of that, you wouldn't think that is Luke from The Force Awakens. But I think not from side on, but he looks more like Luke from that, like a certain angle like that. He looks more sort of like Luke than he does straight on. But yeah, it's a really nice head sculpt. Your clothing, I really like it. You have the purple of his rags. You have his nice belt. You have this weird sort of chain material, which is actually textured, which I really like. You've got this sort of zip thing. You've got his hand is a bit weakly sculpted, but his nice little staff is quite nice. The boots are sculpted nicely, and we have his hand. Now, obviously Luke has a metal hand, I'm not quite sure why it's sculpted in the same matte purple as his rags and robes. I presume. I think it would have been nice if they had actually done it in a more silvery, but yeah, I'm not sure on the exact costume from The Last Jedi. Also, I've seen the trailer and things. I can't be bothered to look it back up, so Funko, I'm trusting you on your accuracy on this one. But yeah, it's really nice. And the detail continues on the back. You have his wooden cane, the straw, the buckle, his bag, his little nice green little blanket, some more straw, and his milk bowl. Now this is really nicely sculpted on his backpack. My only problem, if you look at the milk bottle, it looks like the joining parts aren't exact, but it's really nice. And the clothes sculpt is a thumbs up from me, as is the head sculpt. Articulation. Now, as all the Marvel pops are bob heads, so is the Star Wars one. So, right, he doesn't do the full 360 head twist. He just bobbles. Obviously, it is possible to it is possible for you to move his head slightly, but you don't want to snap that head off. So yeah, in theory, no articulation. A few of the to all of my other Funko Pops that I own, Joker from Suicide Squad, Cyberman from Doctor Who, Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming, and Cletus from Batman the Animated Series. He fits in quite nicely. Obviously, I have no characters from his universe as of yet, but I think he fits in quite nicely. He can add a bit of wisdom to my Funko Pop community. Overall, what do I think? I love this. It is rivaling the Cyberman for the amount of detail. The Cyberman wins, obviously, but it is rivaling it. It's one of my favourites out of the collection so far. I really love it. The detail is really nice, simple but effective, and the head sculpt is nice. Obviously, the only sort of thing is he doesn't look like a Luke head-on, but like I've previously mentioned, if you just turn him to a side like that, in different positions, he looks more like Luke than others. But it's generally a really nice sculpted one. I would have preferred it if they put him with a hood, but I don't know whether they might do that a variant as like a chase version. But anyway, love it. It's thumbs up from me. Please like this video if you have enjoyed it, and if you want to see more content from my channel, then please hit subscribe. Goodbye. Hello, Karen Adams. So, the Pyramids of Mars. I've never seen this story before, so yeah, but before I get onto my review, I feel I must just pay tribute to the absolute legend that is Dudley Simpson, who music in this story is great, by the way. Rest in peace, Dudley. Yeah, I love the Fourth Doctor's costume in this one. Tom Baker and Liz Sladen's chemistry is brilliant. It has a very intriguing premise. I love the Fourth Doctor in this one. Tom Baker puts in a great performance. The mummies are quite creepy actually. Parts 1 and 2 though are boring and nothing happens, but the fourth is a thrilling extravaganza. Sutek looks fantastic and is a superb villain. Gabriel Wolf puts in a brilliant performance, and the confrontation between the Doctor and Sutek is masterful. So, I've never seen this story before, and I have to say it was a disappointment. Everybody says it's a classic, one of the best Doctor Who stories ever, and I just didn't feel it. Parts 1 and 2 and 3 were really boring, nothing happened, I struggled to hold my attention. And it's only to part 4 that something actually happens. Part 4 is amazing, but I just feel that didn't hold my attention as a story. Sutek's brilliant in it though. I'm going to give this story a 7.5 on the level of something like the Unquiet Death from the new series. See you guys next week.